Hey guys, it's Serge from Tesla Fan. So in this video I want to talk about what it's like, what it involves to install a charger at home. So in this case I've selected the Tesla charger, and we'll go about the details of installation and what's required, and of course how much it costs. Okay, before we get into the details, remember, if you like this video, please subscribe and hit the notification bell to get notified when we release the next video. And of course, share it if you want. Every little bit helps. We're over 400 subscribers and I would love to get to the 1,000. All right, let's get into it. Okay, so the first thing you will need, of course, is the charging station. And in my case, I selected the one from Tesla, mostly because it's actually not that expensive. I paid, I think, about 500 something for this one, and this is the one that comes with a very long cable, so it has over 7 meters of cable. So that makes it very easy to park the car anywhere, even outside, and still be able to charge it. So that's the first thing you'll need. The second thing you'll need, of course, is an electrician. Of course, here, these are very high power installations that you require some knowledge, and of course they might also involve modifying this electricity setup in your house, which was the case here, so I'm going to talk about that. In my case, I chose a local electrician company named Enhart. I can highly recommend them if you're in the region of Nyon. They did a really good job. There are some electricians that are certified by Tesla, but there's only like one in the Geneva area. I'm not sure, if it's worth necessarily going through them. They might be more expensive also, and a professional electrician will have no trouble setting this up. All right, let's go look now at the electric the electric box, where there was something very important that was required. There was something that was required. There is a law that came into effect in 2020, and that actually requires one of these. So what are these? This is basically a switch that will trigger if there's any kind of problem with the current. Now, what's very specific about this switch is that it doesn't only work on AC current, but also on DC. And this is now a requirement from Switzerland that all installations of chargers for electric cars should have it. So be careful, make sure your electrician knows about this. If he doesn't, he's probably not up to date. Unfortunately, mine really knew about this right away. Now, the problem with this is that it is pretty expensive. Installed, it costs about 1,000 Swiss francs. So that will bring up the total cost of the installation of your home charger. Apart from that, this is also very sensitive equipment. So when we installed it, we found some minor issues that were in the house. So we had to be very careful about how this was set up, and it actually helped us fix some of the issues in the house. So you should also be aware of that. Yeah, so any electrician, of course, will be able to install that. One additional thing about this this switch is that basically it protects the current going both ways. So for example, the idea is to protect against electricity going out of the car into the house, which is something you might want to do on purpose, but here it detects any overcharge. All right, so we're going to show you how to charge now. So
you take the plug of, I don't know what machine called, but I'm just going to call it Tesla.
It's a charger.
You never touch this, kids.
Yeah, absolutely.
Don't do that at home.
You're right.
Good boy.
Okay, so if the car is locked, that would not have worked. Yeah, so you need to give it a pretty good. So here basically, it would normally turn to green, but I've set up the car to charge at midnight. I don't know if we can see it. No, I can't see it. But basically, that's why it's not charging now. But basically, as you see, it's pretty straightforward. And can you maybe just show them how to take it out?
So if you take it out, you press this button again. Oh, I just unlocked it. And Mr.
Yeah, you shouldn't force it, but it will close all by itself. And then we put it back, and that's basically the cycle of charging and charging.
And you say, goodbye, Mr.
Okay, that's it for the installation of the home charger and how to use it. So that leaves us with basically the budget. How much should you budget for this? So as I said, the charger itself was about 500 Swiss francs. The switch we saw, I'm not sure exactly what it's called. I'll look it up and maybe put it in the description. That's about 1,000 installed. And then you also have to account for the electrician to come over, install everything, do the modifications. So I think a budget between 2,500, 3,000 is something that you should budget for. Depending on where you live, you might be able to get cheaper manpower, but you know, it's something like that. I think I paid about 2,500 in all. So that's it. If you have any questions, make sure to put them in the comments below. And if you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and hit the notification bell and the subscribe button to get notified when I release my next video. All right, thanks you very much, guys, and see you in the next one. Bye-bye.
Subscribe to PewDiePie.
I'm gonna have to cut that.
Why?